Hey, aloha everybody. I wanted to talk about Dojang etiquette. A few weeks ago, we had a young man that came in here to one of our kickboxing classes, and he had some experience from the mainland or elsewhere. So he knew what he was doing and wanted to try out the class. Okay, great. Jumped in the class, did fine. Like I said, seemed like he knew what he was doing. Very normal. A little shy, you know, he's new environment, so he was kind of getting used to it. And then on a Friday, he came in and my guys were sparring. And I told him, can't spar because you're not a member yet. As soon as you sign up, you're a member. Now, often guys, especially here in Hawaii, they go, oh, bro, I just go to this place, I go to this place, I go to my friend's club, I go here, I go there. If people let you come into their gym and train, okay. And if you guys are sparring with somebody that you don't know, that person is a liability to you. You don't know what their intentions are, their motives, their level of control or lack thereof, and it has a good potential to get out of hand. This didn't. The young man was respectful. And on that Friday, my black belts were all sparring. Like I said, hey, just go jump on the bag, put your work in, you're fine. And some guy comes in, pretty funny. Lehua approached him and asked him if he needed any assistance. And yeah, with him, okay. Now, mind you, it's dark. It's nighttime. So a few minutes later, this guy is standing in the doorway next to the big sign that says, do not stand in the doorway. So I went over to ask him if he needed help. Now he's standing in the dark like this. Nope. Now, before the internet, which dates me, when guys would come in and be disrespectful, I would handle that in an entirely different way. He knew that he was being disrespectful. And when you walk into anybody's dojo or dojang, you need to treat it with the utmost respect. Don't walk in like everybody there owes you something. And that's common in Hawaii because a lot of guys have that attitude. Bah, you owe me cause, you know. So a lot of guys have that attitude, but you don't walk into somebody else's dojang or dojo being disrespectful. Matter of fact, when I go to somebody else's dojo, I look for how I can make them look better. Make the instructor look better. I think that's my job. I mean, I'm there as a guest in his house, and a dojo or a dojang is a spiritual place, especially for me. It holds so much meaning and so much value. If you don't want to show respect, then you shouldn't even be there. I've had guys in the past, you know, they used to come over wearing the board shorts, the denim jacket with the sheepskin, no shirt on. Stop, coach, stop. And I would send them packing faster than they came in. But like I said, today people are looking for any opportunity that they can to cause trouble or hurt somebody's reputation or name. So I'm a little more lax than I used to be, but it's still disrespectful. And it's not just mine. I don't care if you're going into somebody's garage and they've got their little neighborhood fight club in the garage. You've got to treat it with respect. If it's a UFC gym, you've got to treat it with respect. There is no reason to go into somebody else's environment, which is their safe space, or in front of their students, which is basically their family, their extended family, and be disrespectful to them. So in this situation, I told one of my black belts, I went, hey, the guy walked off, so I went, hey, just go close the door. So he closed the door, and within a few minutes later, I looked around and the young man on the bag was gone. Didn't say anything. So I guess he felt bad that I basically shut the door, but rules are rules. And, you know, I get this a lot. I even get, you know, from time to time, parents who will just stand right in that sign that says, don't stand in the door. And they'll, without any consideration for one, the rules, or two, the fact that if I have 30 kids on the floor, I have 30 parents who would love to do the same thing, but they don't. Now imagine the chaos that would cause if they all did. They were all vying for a spot, but it's only a couple seconds. What if each parent did that only for a couple of seconds? That's 2 to 3 minutes nonstop, where I have to stop my classes and watch because somebody is doing that. So the best advice I can give you, say you're a Catholic and you go into a Christian church. Would you be openly disrespectful because your beliefs are different? Or vice versa, if you were a Baptist and you walked into St. Anne's Cathedral, would it be any different? Of course not. So be respectful. As soon as you step in that doorway, as soon as you clear that doorway, bow. Even if your friend or whoever tells you, no, come in, inside. Bow. You'd be surprised the difference that would make with everyone. So, thank you.